Welcome back. It is time to turn our attention to our New Yorker of the Week. Tonight, we honor a man who's helping unemployed New Yorkers get back to work in a unique way. Take a look. When reports paint a bleak picture of homelessness and unemployment, Al Vitale sees opportunity.
I believe that the foundation of this country, other than its freedom of speech and its military strength that makes this country strong, it's jobs. That's economically, that's the most important thing. We've all been through things. And even if it's not the loss of a job or the loss of a loved one, you know, pain and a broken heart, it's all the same.
A Bronx native, Al had seen those broken hearts walking the streets for years. Then one day, he had an idea.
I knew I wanted to do something. I wanted to make it simple. There are so many people who have the ability to do something, but don't have the opportunity.
Al reaches out to local store owners and asks them to hire a New Yorker who's unemployed. In return, his charity, Hope for the Friendless, raises funds to pay the person's salary.
The purpose for this is just to get somebody who's maybe down on their luck, tell them that there's somebody behind them who believes in them, give them an opportunity, let them go to work immediately so that they can start to feel better about themselves.
A job here at Margie's Bridal Salon did just that for Mayanne Gilbert DiMartino.
It gave me a great deal more self-esteem. I lost my husband. No money, nowhere to go. And I've been homeless since November 21st. I'm a veteran at the same time, and I'm a United States veteran. And I'm stunned in many ways about that could happen to me. I thank God for people like Al. It's very important and very significant. It has given me hope.
You know, whatever your background is, people are basically the same. They just want to, you know, take care of their families. They want a roof over their head, food.
And so, for providing hope and a salary to his fellow New Yorkers, Al Vitale is our New Yorker of the Week. And joining me now in the studio is the founder of Hope for the Friendless and our New Yorker of the Week, Al Vitale. Thanks so much for coming in.
Sure. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
You've been doing this for some time. I went to your website. There were some pretty old, if you will, video clips of, of you doing this many years ago. I'm calling us both old.
Okay.
So how long have you been doing this?
Well, I've been trying to do it since the mid-'80s. It's been difficult because I really haven't been able to get any funding. I mostly funded it myself in the past, and now Hope for the Friendless is a 501c3 charitable organization, so it's recognized by the IRS. If people want to make a contribution, it's tax deductible. And I'm hoping to use this pilot program because I was only able to hire a couple of people for a limited amount of time. And so I would like this pilot program to be a catalyst to get donations, because this is not just something that can be done here in New York. I don't want to do it just here in New York. It's a program that's set up to be done all across the country.
Time has passed from the reports that I just mentioned, but not much has changed. The stories were similar in the mid-'80s to the stuff that I hear every night. Here we are in 2012.
I mean, if you go to the website, you'll see that the things that I did were dated from 1989. So this really has nothing to do even with the current environment. People always needed jobs. People who are out of work, you know, losing a job can be tantamount to a death. A lot of people go through the same emotions losing a job as a death, and they lose self-esteem and confidence. And what I really want to do is just give a person a break so that they can get on their own feet, do it themselves, and then help them with this job temporarily so that they can go out and get a job on their own. And once they do that, then the next person can come in to Hope for the Friendless, and we can do the whole thing all over again.
What sparked this idea? You said earlier that you just...
Jenny asked me that question, okay?
Jenny Hamblett, the producer of our New York of the Week segment.
You know something, it's not something that it's not like a business decision or organization decision. It's really an idea of the imagination. And there's no way that you can predict or dictate imagination and how it's going to work, because the money that Hope for the Friendless receives, that money goes to pay the salaries of people like Mayanne. And what we do is we go to local ma and pa stores who cannot afford to hire anybody, and we offer these services for free. So it's a win-win situation. The store owner gets somebody to work in their store for free. The person goes to work, gets maybe some background, some training, and then hopefully can, like I said before, can go out and get a job on their own.
Do you walk into stores cold calling, or do you know these folks? Because I'm just trying to picture if you walked in and said, hey, I got this idea, what do the merchants say when they first
Well, when I first did it with a friend of mine, most of the reaction is just, yes, right. I mean, if I said to you, I was coming to your studio or whatever store, and you're going to get some extra help in maybe a grocery store or hardware store, and you need that help, but you can't afford to pay for it, and I say that Hope for the Friendless pays for the salaries, more than likely you're going to say yes. And that's why it's a pretty good program, and it can work all across the country. Because also Hope for the Friendless then, if they go to work in a store, we don't have to pay all the overhead. All we have to do is pay the salary. And it's very simple. It's very clean cut.
What changes do you notice in the people you help, people like Mayanne and others?
Well, Mayanne, she pretty much said what I was hoping she would say. It helps them with their self-esteem and with their confidence. And I'm not a social worker or anything like that, okay? So I don't have any training like that. I just want to give a person the opportunity to help themselves. And most people want to help themselves, okay? And when they're down on their luck, and somebody gives them just like this little break, you know, like Andre Brown, the football player, he got his break the other day and he showed what he could do, okay?
The backup running back for the New York Giants.
For the New York Giants, right, okay? He showed what he can do. These people, if they get that break that's not coming, okay, it gives them the opportunity to shine. And then they get more confidence. So like I say, they're able to stand on their own two legs and help themselves and move forward themselves.
For our viewers at home who want more information, we're going to have the website for our viewers in just a minute. Right, okay. So get the pen ready at home.
And can I say just one thing?
Yep.
If you go to the website, it's not boring, okay? We have a show on there that's actually, it's entertaining, okay? And it's hosted by two very intelligent and sophisticated young ladies. And instead of renting out a video, you can go there. And it's very entertaining. It's free to watch. And I'm sure they'll enjoy it very much.
Okay, we'll have the website address for in just a second. How has this helped you when the cameras are gone and you're getting ready to wake up in the morning and you know you're doing this? How has this helped you over the years?
When I hear the reaction of people like Mayanne and how much it means to them, you know, the homelessness and out of work leads to depression, all kinds of mental anguish, emotional despair, things like that. And she indicated to me when she was talking to Jenny, I was listening to her, and she just said how much it helped to give her the confidence to do what she wants to do.
Al Vitale, our New Yorker of the Week. Let's get that website up for our viewers. It is easy to remember, hopeforthefriendless.com. And if you know someone who would make a good New Yorker of the Week, email us at nyer@ny1.com or send us a letter to New Yorker of the Week at 75 9th Avenue, New York, 10011. I'm John Schumo, and I'll talk with you Monday.